Dear viewers, welcome back. It's still the show DEEN and DUNYA, and our topic is harmful pleasures. So we've been talking about all these issues, all the things that we might see them as harmful, but then they're pleasurable. But so there is somebody called Leslie, and she used to be like someone that do researches on animal life, animal sciences and all that. So one day she went to Zimbabwe, and so after doing her research, she came out of the forest and she was looking a bit dirty, a bit unkept. So she saw a little pharmaceutical store and she decided to get some medication. And when she went there, she saw a large poster somewhere in the store. So she turned around and she was like, this is me. She told the pharmacist, this is me. It was actually her. But then, you know, she was a bit unkept and something like that. And
research.
But no one believed her. So when she went home, she was thinking about the incident and she was like, well, it is right for them not to believe that she was the one in the picture, because she said that picture had a lot of filters, a lot of Photoshop and all that, but this is the real her. So it's right for them to say that. So she was like, she was actually having an acting career, and she said what made her go into that was when she was young, she didn't have enough love and care from her family and her parents. So she thought her only liberation was to find something like acting that is going to put her out there and give her a different identity that people might accept her and validate her. So she was enjoying that fame and the popularity and all addiction to social media, always posting things.
Always online.
But she decided to make two different lists. One about her career and what she's enjoying about it. Popularity, the money, you know, all these things. And the other one about her real self and personality. Like where she would like to travel, the cake she would like to eat,
I know that.
the flavor of frappuccino that she liked to take. And she was like, they were completely different lists. They're contrasting. She was like, so who is she now? She has lost herself, she has lost her identity. And that was the point when she has called her acting career quits. And she said she wanted to just go back to herself. So that was also addiction, because she wasn't actually displaying her real identity and she has lost herself. So what's the point?
And then it comes to, you know, being somebody else entirely is exhausting. It's just like they said, the truth never ends, but lies, it gets tiring. You understand? So having to do the same thing over and over is exhausting. How did you think? Sometimes I wonder how some of them keep up, the social media influencers.
It's like pretense.
How they come out, you know, they do all these things. I tell them that don't you ever get tired? Or the ones that, you know, even if you spend money to come online and do everything, it's just live feeds. Before you know it, in 2 minutes, the next person.
Lost in the feed.
It's just like, so that I keep telling myself, if you say you want to live your life for all these things, man, you're going to enter inside big hole. Because, take for example, let me give you an example of how marriages are nowadays. Instagram weddings. It has become a serious problem for us that people will not even mind the kind of food they eat because they want to wear the clothes, the vendors, the clothes. I don't even understand how this kind of thing is. You understand? But it becomes a problem even for people. That's why before they get married, you see they've done the card just now. They've just done the but before they do the wedding ceremony, they take time and all that because they want to prepare because of the pressure the society puts on them that you have to. At the end of the day, you cowardly finish spending your money, then you end up you don't have a dime after the wedding, or you have bills to settle. Doesn't even make sense. You know, common sense. I think we're educated to the extent that we need to understand. Even the white people, the westernization that we're trying to embrace. They don't do these things. They don't. You know, so you see their weddings, they have guest leaders. Things on a need to know or on a need to you know, but we Africans, everything about us is always heightened. We put ourselves on unnecessary
high expectations that we want.
People don't understand that the whole thing is just illusion. Like just look at it.
Fantasy.
Back then people were so obsessed with books. They go to bookstores, they'll get books.
Culture was.
And then the technology came and that you can have your book. You can have ebook. You can just be swiping, reading.
On your Kindle.
Then social media came. You might maybe sit down and watch a long lecture that lasts maybe for 20 minutes, 10 minutes. Then transition came. You can watch video for 5 minutes. They said now 3 minutes. Now it's just a reel, 1 minute.
The thing keeps changing. You understand?
And then you keep swiping on your feed.
reducing day
The
by
attention
day.
span, yes, exactly. So that's why people are keep creating, devising on kind of means to continue
to
engaging
stay in
on
the spotlight, to stay there.
Take for example the social media apps that I don't know how even people keep up. To be honest, I can't. You know, it's just this that TikTok was the height of it. It was just the height of madness.
But it's lovely.
Honestly, you know,
If
say
you're using
people
it in a
say
good way.
some educative things happen,
Yeah.
but to me personally, I don't have the time and effort.
To look for it.
That's
That's
true.
the
Because
truth
I don't
now.
see what I'm.
But my people, honestly, see, if a person has found himself or herself in that kind of situation, the addiction, sometimes the thing is they don't know how to get out of it. They're helpless.
Breaking the circle.
They're helpless, honestly. For some people, genuinely, they're helpless.
Genuinely. For some, I will not lie. For some, it's all about clout. That's another problem. That it's still about the same thing. That spotlight. It's like people are addicted to the spotlights. You know, before it used to be that people had social confidence issues, that nobody wants to be the center of attention. But now, majority of people are now seeking to be that attention. So everything they do, everything that they get, is always directed towards that that spotlight. I shall want to be the person everyone is looking
we
at.
ourselves were culprits. So there are certain things we're addicted to.
Everybody has one thing
We have
or
our
the
own
other.
poison, but it's just how to minimize, how to strike that balance. You
Use
understand?
it.
How to make sure you don't go too far into it. You understand? Where you can minimize. You know, try to put every other thing in yourself. I myself, this my phone too. Sometimes I wonder. Sometimes my husband was talking to me. That line as well. You know, sometimes you know those kind of things. But we're trying to say, how can we regulate the
There
bad
was this
habits?
lady that there was this one that I saw of the lady that her own addiction was Instagram. Like, she will be on Instagram.
Maybe she makes money.
She will
from there.
live.
There's also that.
It's
a way of
don't think
living.
so.
You understand?
No, if it's a way of financing, okay, that you won't be addicted to it, because you get tired to a point.
You can be
But
addicted
this
to money.
People are always chasing money
I
now.
love money.
Wait,
Can't lie about
this
that.
one, she will be cooking, and I wonder, how can you put a pot of water on fire, on the gas or on the burner, and the water, every single thing will evaporate from the pot,
I know that,
because
I know that
you're
one
using
is
Instagram or you're
our
watching
case is
TikTok.
different.
And I'm like, this one is dangerous. But you need to be calming down, honestly. it's just
So that
it's
you not
just
burn the house.
at all. I'm
They
like,
just try to.
and times without number, you know, she's on Instagram and she will touch the pot without anything, and so you will see bruises, and I'm like, this is
Are you
definitely
sure?
not normal. You will
Wow,
see
that is too much.
burns or blisters
No,
once
honestly,
in a
you
while.
can't inflict
Oh,
harm on
like,
yourself.
This is really
down.
interesting. I really don't want to go, but dear viewers, it's still the show DEEN and DUNYA, and our topic is harmful pleasures. So, Habiba, give us advice. What can we do?
To be honest, we're in a point where we're at an unexpected turning point in our lives, you understand, where with global warming, technology, everything is heightened, you know, and all these changes are coming rapidly,
it's
you know.
moving fast.
Change is constant in life, only how we experience it that is up to us. So we're trying as much as we can not to make it consume us, trying to strike a balance, and also let's have a moral compass or code, something that will regulate us, something like our faith, you understand, but doing things that will not make us go extreme, trying, you understand, not to go over the edge, you understand, but try to embrace the little things and then learn to love yourself and your life. You
and
understand?
those
But
little things.
you don't need to. You don't need people's validation. I
Validation.
think a lot of us are out there looking for validation and popularity and all that. As we strain to grab the things that we desire the most in life, we forgot the little things that matter.
The little things
like
that
family,
matter.
friendship, love, religion. You understand? But those things that actually makes us complete, those things that will justify our life, dunya and akhirah, we forget all those things. And so we try as much as we
Thank
can.
you.
And
Abdul, one
forget
advice,
that.
just one advice.
I was going to say that, wallahi, we need to really pay attention to ourselves these days, because when people come running complaining, I'm like, okay, you know what, just sit down, calm down, chill, and listen to yourself. Just relax, and you know, listen to your heartbeat. I mean, some people will tell you they haven't heard their own heartbeat in years. I'm like, you know, you should just really just try to calm down, try to look at where your life is going, look at where you want to be. That makes sense, not where you want to be in the spotlight. Please, let's be calming down. But all in all, that's just the whole idea. I think we should calm down and listen to ourselves.
These are lovely advices, but for me, I would say, first of all, whatever you do, the fear of Allah is ultimate.
Yes.
It is going to stop you from any harm. I would assure you that. Somebody said one quote changed his life. He said he just saw that quote inscribed on a wall that your thoughts becomes your action. Your action becomes your habits, and your habits becomes your character, and that makes you who you are. So I'll tell you, look through these stigmas and break them, and you'll be fine, inshallah.
Just like
Thank
you
you for
said.
staying with us, and look out for other topics. Inshallah, you'll learn a lot. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.